I like this one better. Okay. Give it up again for Redline. Yeah. Crush that. Our next speaker is Nikki Kaplan. Awesome. I'm Nikki Kaplan. Thank you so much, Maddie and both families, for inviting me to speak today. It is a huge honor. I had the pleasure of working with both Maddie and John at Imagination Stage. I believe Jonathan started around 2017, around that area, and he immediately became one of the most treasured teaching artists. Jonathan's gifts are numerous: accomplished musician, gifted composer, skilled educator, mentor, friend. There wasn't one student who didn't enjoy working with him, not one colleague who wasn't inspired by his sense of fun and joy. John is one of a very small handful of teachers, by handful I mean two, who I encourage every child I know to work with. He is a teacher with a gift of truly seeing people. He could meet a child and seconds later just inherently know who they were and what they needed. John effortlessly got to know each and every one of his students and created a path for them to learn. Inclusion was always at the top of his mind. Whatever the challenge, there was a place in John's class for anyone who wanted to sing or experience music. John was an educator who prioritized students' emotional well-being and created a space for them to grow. On behalf of Imagination Stage, I want to express enormous thanks to Maddie and her and John's families for setting up a memorial scholarship fund in John's honor. It is an honor for me that someone as special as him was as inspired by Imagination Stage as we were of him. I am so grateful for his service and am deeply moved by this gesture. In a moment, we're going to hear some songs sung by teen performers who were part of his Speak Out on Stage ensembles dating back to 2017. Speak Out on Stage is a program for 4th to 6th graders where they work with artists to create an original musical. John composed songs that centered the students' experiences and their fanciful ideas, and stringing them together not only in song, but with dramatic depth that provided these young artists with sophisticated yet accessible musicals that showcased their struggles and joys. Songs that reflected their personalities, their interests, their fears, the things they wanted to speak out about, for which John helped pave the path. When a student mentioned blueberries as a potential antagonist, it amazingly became the cornerstone of their script. In the same show, students wanted to sing something nerdy as their math club characters, so John wrote the Pie Song, tying together the musical's themes and constructing an earworm for the ages that listed out the first 27 digits of pi. When the pandemic hit, John wouldn't allow for the students to have an experience that was anything less than incredible. He composed The Long Horizon, a musical built for Zoom, which showcased young people inadvertently being called upon to save the world from the greed of private corporations. He wrote the music and conducted individual recording sessions at Imagination Stage, providing students with their first original cast recording experience. The climactic number from this piece, Watching Mars Go By, sees the protagonists making the decision to protect humanity by not landing on Mars. He showed that sometimes the biggest sacrifice can be how you have to give up the thing you thought you cared about the most. John's legacy lives on in the philosophy of his songs, persistently positive and yearning for a better day. It is my pleasure to introduce singers Asha, Sammy, Jessica, Shalini, Daphne, and Aurelius, accompanied by Marika. John, you were a light, you were love, you were inspiration, You were art. You were a spirit that shined positivity and color on everyone you encountered. I hope you know how admired you were. May your memory be a blessing. Thank you for your songs, and may they help us be persistently positive and yearn for a better day.